energy is stored in a capacitor. How will you find? One way we have done by using the concept of work done. We calculated the force between the two plates and how much work we have to do in separating the two plates. That is one way. This is another way by using electric parameter or electric condition, that is electric potential and charge. So if we are considering, suppose this is a capacitor, it is connected to a source. So when we connect this source, what will be? Slowly it will start gaining charge. So this source will start giving charge to this. Suppose at this any instant this Q charge has come on this one. Same amount, this Q will be here, and the same number of electron or proton will come. So whatever electron is given by this one, same number of electron will enter into the cell only. So suppose the capacity of this capacitor is C. Will this C depend on Q?
No, sir.
No, C will not depend on charge or potential difference. C will depend only on the dimension
Sure. The electric constant.
nature of the medium between these. So this C will be constant. Now what will be the potential difference? So potential difference between the two plates. When it acquires charge Q. So this V will be how much? Okay, this small V we are taking. V will be Q over C or V dash we can say. But generally potential difference we are saying. Now this source has got potential difference V, which is more than this V dash. That means still it is gaining charge. It is in that process only. It has not come to the steady state. So this V dash we have taken, this is less than V. That means some more charge is still coming. Now after some time, suppose some additional charge has come. That is charge has come, dq has increased. Okay. What will happen to the potential? So what will be the work done? By source in adding charge dq on the capacitor. So when charge increases, its potential will also increase. So work done is what? This work done, this particular work done will be charge into new potential difference. So this dW will be charge added, that is dq. And what is the new potential difference? Maybe we say it is V dash plus dV. Charge into potential difference will not change. So this is approximately dq into V only, V dash only. That is V dash plus dV. We are adding something, suppose here it is 2 volt. and here we are adding 0.00000001 volt. So there is no effect. 2 volt and 2 plus something which is negligible. So this will be dq into v dash. In place of v dash, what can we write? Q over C. Now this way it will keep on adding the charge till it comes to the equilibrium position, and at equilibrium suppose it has got plus Q charge, this has got minus Q charge. So naturally the potential difference will become equal to the same source. So work done by source in increasing the charge on capacitor from 0 to Q. So this work done will be integration of dW from Q equal to 0 to Q equal to Q. So this one will be, in place of dW, what will be? C outside. So 1 by C Q dQ integration from 0 to Q. So 1 by C, what is that integration? So this is Q square over 2C. And this Q is C into D. In place of C, if suppose Q and V are given, then what will be? Q by V into V square. So half QV. That means this work done is half CV square or Q square over 2C or half QV. Any one of the formula can be used. Same formula we have done, we have got by using the mechanical work method, whatever work we have done in separating the two plates. So whatever work we have done, that is stored in the form of potential energy. So if we are saying potential energy is stored, then this is the formula. So this source means here external agent. It is not within the capacitor. It is outside. So whatever energy is stored in the capacitor, that is the work done by the external agent. Like whatever work we are doing in carrying this brick from ground floor to first floor, that is stored in the form of potential energy. So when we are writing potential energy stored, positive. If simply we are writing what is the potential energy of the capacitor, then negative. When this brick is kept on the wherever it is, then we have calculated in class 11 what was that potential energy, minus gmm by r. So always it is coming negative sign. So that is what is the work done by the field within that system. So work done by this field will be negative. So potential field inside this one will be negative. So work done, sorry, if you are asked potential energy is stored, then with positive sign. If simply potential energy of the capacitor, then negative sign will come. So potential energy is stored in the capacitor. Half CV square or Q square over 2C or half QB. Or simply if it is asked potential energy of the capacitor, this U will be minus sign. So this will be the potential energy of the capacitor. Now energy density, if you are calculating, same way as we have done already. So energy density. So where A is area of each plate and D is the distance between the two plates. So energy per unit volume, that is energy density. So if you are using, suppose half CV square we are taking. So it is half epsilon naught A over D A will be cancelled. Now this V by D is what? Electric field intensity within this. So half epsilon naught E square. Right, energy density is scalar quantity, so we require only the magnitude. So epsilon naught, if it is medium is vacuum, if medium is any other medium, then epsilon naught, epsilon r will be coming for other medium. This energy density will be what? Epsilon R E square. Over?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anyone having any doubt? Have you solved the problems? Have you solved the problems of capacitor? No. Yes? Go on. Now after this we have to do what is the meaning of polarization. How much time left? Still 10 minutes is there now.
10 minutes is there. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay. Shivam Pandey is present? No, today absent. That's why no response. Not timing. Okay, so what is the meaning of polarization? Or polarization due to electric field. This polarization, and when we will discuss polarization in light, they are different. Here, polarization in electric field we are seeing, or polarization in dielectric material. So what is the meaning of this one? So there are some materials which are good conductor, which are perfect insulator, but there are some material which can have partially charged, we can say, or there are polar and non-polar compound you have done in chemistry. Yes. Polar and non-polar compound. What? Not done. When we are saying the bonding which is formed by H2. So both the electrons are, we say it is equidistant, but it is not, means they are uncharged. Both are having, they are uncharged, we can say. There is no charge is developed. But when we say HCl, in that case, what happened? The shared electron is, we say it is little shifted towards chlorine. So chlorine gets little negative charge and hydrogen gets little positive charge. No? When we are writing HCl, we are saying H is having plus delta charge. And
Delta
this
positive, delta negative.
Minus
Delta
delta
positive
charge.
and delta negative.
Delta positive and delta negative. So this type of compound we call polar compound.
Polar covalent.
Polar covalent bond. Yes, very good. So this is polar compound which can be having charge. So when this type of material is placed in electric field, naturally it is having dipole. So it will try to develop electric field within this one. So this type of compound we call polar compound, and the slab made up of this type of compound that we call dielectric slab or dielectric material. So when this type of material is placed in electric field, Okay, responded Shivam, but I didn't hear. Very good. See? That means you are attentive in the class. Good. Or someone reminded you. I think someone reminded you, then you are saying, no, I am not audible. Very good. There is network problems everywhere. So suppose this type of material is placed here. Okay, no need. So when this type of material is placed in electric field, suppose we are placed in a uniform electric field. Okay, this is E naught, this is E naught everywhere. Now what will happen inside? When polar compound is there, then what will be? As this compound, the molecules will orient themselves. Suppose these are the position of the molecules. So naturally, when it is in electric field, what will be? This side is the, suppose we are assuming this side is the positive plate of the capacitor, this side negative plate, or this is the positive plate of the source, this is negative plate. So electric field is this side. So this positive plate will attract the electrons, that is negative charge of that particular molecule, polar compound, will be attracted this side, and positive charge will be coming this side. Similarly, here negative charge, positive charge, like this it will be. As the molecules are very close, what will be? They will neutralize each other. So remaining charge will be over. Only this free charge will remain. So charge which are present at this end and charge which are present at this end. Same in case of metallic plate also. But what will be in metallic plate? Whatever field you are developing here, same amount of field will be developed in opposite direction. So inside the metallic plate, net field becomes 0. But here, charge which is acquired by this plate will not be same as the source. For example, here we are saying this is the positive plate of the capacitor. So it is having large amount of charge. So charge acquired by this one will be very less in comparison to this capacitor plate. If we place metallic plate, same amount of charge will be developed. So equivalent here, what will be due to the presence of this developed charge, it will develop an electric field inside. Suppose this is induced electric field, we can say. E naught is the external electric field, and this EI is the induced electric field which is inside. So what will be the net electric field inside the slab? This field is present, but this field will be weakened by this. So net, if you will draw the electric lines of force inside the slab, what will be? If you consider the electric lines of force, if it is outside like this, then what will be? It may come like this, and then so lines will be very far from each other. Net magnetic field, electric field in the same direction. So this is suppose E naught, and this net magnetic field is EM. Net magnetic field will be in the direction of electric field, because this induced electric field is due to this. And this induced electric field will always be less than this. So this EI will be less than E naught. So what will be this EM? This is E naught minus EI. So net electric field inside the slab will be less than external electric field. So by what factor it is decreasing? It become 1/3, it become 1/4, it become 1/5, it become 1/80th part. That factor we call dielectric constant. So this one will be E naught over E. By what factor this electric field is decreasing inside the slab? That factor we call dielectric constant. Did you get the point? So outside electric field will be different. Inside, due to this induced electric field which is opposite to the external electric field, the electric field will become weak. As this one will be less than this E naught, it is not equal. In case of metallic plate, EI and E naught both are same, so net field will become 0 inside. But in case of this polar material, in case of this polar compound or dielectric slab, this induced electric field will be less than external electric field. As a result, what will be? The net electric field inside the slab will be less than external electric field. And the factor by which it is decreasing, that factor only we call dielectric constant or relative permittivity, meaning is same. Dielectric constant or relative permittivity both are same. Definition may be different. We are defining in terms of force. Here we can define in terms of electric field, or we can define in terms of capacity, the ratio of the capacity. When nothing is there, whatever air is present, what is the capacity of this capacitor? When it is filled with this material, its capacity changes. So that ratio only we call dielectric constant. Got the point? This K can be defined by this way also, because we know when it is filled with dielectric slab, this was the case, or epsilon r times C naught. So K was what? So Cm over C naught. So when nothing is placed between these two plates of the capacitor, what was its capacity in comparison to that? What is the new capacity when the capacitor is filled with this polar compound? So this ratio can be dielectric constant, or we can define dielectric constant in terms of this only, the factor by which electric field reduces inside the slab, that is dielectric constant. Okay, so this is about polarization in dielectric material. Now, next we shall see what will be the capacity when a slab is inserted in that between the plate. So almost every topic is finished, only one last topic is left. So you solve the problems. What are the problems given in your book? You solve it and you ask next day. Should we leave that one up to here?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Huh? Yes.
Thank you, sir.